Hello folks, it's Mr. Neil here, and in this video we are looking at the design elements within the website design and development unit, and in this video we're focusing in on structure, wireframes and prototypes. So we are required to be able to describe, exemplify and implement the website structure or a website structure. We need to describe, exemplify and implement, considering the end user requirements, effective user interface design using wireframing, and we need to be able to describe, exemplify and implement prototyping. So we will be successful when we can describe the structure for a website, we can identify internal and external hyperlinks, we can produce a wireframe showing links, positioning and media, and we can describe the purpose of low fidelity prototyping. Before we begin, let's consider what is a website. We use websites on a regular basis. Here I've got the Wizarding World website, the Disney Plus website and the Eurovision website loaded up. What makes them a website? Well, they're a collective of web pages on a related topic. So if you dive into the Eurovision website, you're going to find out lots of information about Eurovision. You dive into the Wizarding World website, you'll find lots of information about J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter universe, but you're unlikely to find anything about Eurovision. So a website is a collection of pages on a specific topic. And let's take the Wizarding World for example, or Pottermore, and we can see how it might be structured. From the home page here, we are able to access a number of different pages, and from these pages we're then able to access other pages. So what we can do is we can create a website sitemap that shows how all the pages are linked together. So from the Pottermore homepage, I can access these 5 pages here. From the features pages, I'm able to access an additional 3 pages. And this kind of website layout is called hierarchical. You start at the top, and as you drill down, you get access to more and more information. Very rarely do you get websites which are called linear structures, which are a bit like a PowerPoint slide deck, where you start at one and progress through the slides. You'll notice here that from the news page we can get to Instagram and Facebook. So this is our sitemap demonstrating that from our website we can get to external websites. So these are external hyperlinks that will take you to elsewhere in the internet. All these here are internal hyperlinks that will keep you within the website. As part of the process of designing a website, we can produce a wireframe. A wireframe indicates the intended layout of the page and shows the position of all the elements on that page. That means the text, the images and audio clips as well as video, elements that the user might interact with, and the position and the type of hyperlink that will be on the page. I, as a developer, can then use that wireframe when I'm building the website in HTML and CSS to ensure the design matches what the client wants. Here's an example of a wireframe for a Harry Potter based website. And you can see on the books page we have specified an image. And we specify an image by using a big square box and putting a line through it. We're also specifying the name of the file that has to go here. This is useful as I can use this when I'm implementing the file. We've done the same down at the bottom here with audio by specifying the audio file that is to be played. And in these square boxes we've specified that there will be text. And you can see this design is replicated over on the films page, where again we have got images, paragraphs of text, and this time as a video, but we've also got a number of links, and we can see here we have got an external link to YouTube and some internal links to within the website. So by producing a wireframe, I have an idea of what my website is going to look like before I go and build it using HTML and CSS. Another part of the design process is low fidelity prototypes. So low fidelity prototypes are created quickly, usually on paper, as you can see on the screen here. And they're used to give potential end users of the finished product, so the people that are going to be going and visit your website, an idea of how the website will look and how they will be able to interact with it. The prototype will be based on the layout defined in the wireframe, but it will give a lot more detail. So let's go and have a look at how a candidate has produced a low fidelity prototype for booking a ticket at Cineworld. So in our low fidelity prototype, a person is interacting with the paper and it has been updated to reflect the changes that would happen in the website. The user is then able to give feedback to the developer if the experience they have does not match the experience that they desire. When we're building a website and we're thinking about its design, there are a number of things that we need to consider. First of all, visual layout. A website should be appealing to users. The website should not be cluttered, meaning users not overloaded with information. Here we can see the Lynx Cars website is a very busy website and it could be quite distracting. And if you load up Lynx Cars, you'll find it a lot more distracting this image, as there's also music in it as well. We also want to make sure there's consistency across our website, ensuring that all the pages on our website follow a similar theme. For example, here we've got two different pages from Argos, but they follow a similar layout. There is the name of the product ID, and the star rating, and that's replicated on both pages. If I want to add the item to my trolley, I do that on the right hand side at the bottom. By ensuring consistency within your website, it will make your users and visitors more comfortable. You also need to make sure that your website is readable. So that is making sure that you break up long passages of text to shorter chunks, using readable fonts and font sizes that are readable. For example, the website on the right, whilst it is in Spanish, it's quite difficult to read as the text is small. You also need to consider users that may have a visual impairment. For example, this website here uses colours that are very similar to each other, defined between the blue and the purple. So in this video, we have looked at website structure, we've looked at wireframing, and we have looked at low fidelity prototyping. So that means you should now be able to describe the structure of our website, identify internal and external hyperlinks, produce a wireframe showing links, positioning and media, and also able to describe the purpose of a low fidelity prototype.